MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the National League Division Series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of Baseball on the Show. The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
It's not an easy thing to do to pitch as a rookie, but one of the things you have to do is use the positives. The opposing team has never faced you. You can't be afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. Establish your pitches and try to work quickly.
Into the box, Eric Davis. He will lead this one off today. High in the air down the right field line. Clemente has it, and it's a quick out, number 1. And a moment now to glance at the Reds lineup card in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
Smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. 65 degrees our temperature here at first pitch. Hit to short. Scooped up. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. So now to the plate, Johnny Bench. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Here it comes. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That could be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And that misses 1-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Reds catcher.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
High in the air down the right field line. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1-2-3 go the Reds. Now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score. Rob Dibble gets the call in hostile territory here for Game 1 of the division series. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy has a 3-pitch mix, and he needs all 3 of his pitches. If he has them all working and uses them properly, he has a chance to be very effective.
Christian Brummett is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. A 2-0 count to the Bucs center fielder. Now the 2-0.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Pretty well hit. Deep down the line in right, but that's back into the seats. Foul. 3-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Takes ball 4, so the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Up next, Ivan Delgado. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. And that's in there for strike 1.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. Brummett gets his lead at first, nobody out. And the pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, now might be a good time to make a visit to the mound. Your pitcher walks the first batter and allows him to get into scoring position with the wild pitch. Got to settle him down and make sure everything's all right physically.
Count even at 2-2. Fouled away. Shin-high fastball that time, ball 3.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
And he fouls this one off. Hit back up the middle. And Larkin's throw is right there for the first out. Here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Well, Matty, you take a look at this lineup filled with young bloods. Just young guys, hungry, aggressive, trying to do damage and move traffic to both gaps. Line-to-line power up and down this lineup. Should be interesting to see, but this pitcher uses their aggressiveness against them.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the 3-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
The count now at 2-1. From the belt, the pitch.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Here's Foster backing up on it. At the track, the wall. You can kiss it goodbye. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. And that'll give the Pirates a 2-0 lead.
players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
So now to the plate, Christian Murray. He'll lay off a slider too low, ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. Popped him up. Votto is there. Two down.
That is it. The shortstop.
Now to the plate, Terry Mooney. First pitch on the way. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
2-0 now. And now pitch on the way. Hit to third, right to him. And he'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
As a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Standing in now, Randy Wiggins. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. Runner in scoring position with Cigar. That ball is absolutely crushed. Two-run homer down the line in left as the Pirates have opened it up now 4-0.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
Plate now, Brian Brummett. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
2 balls and 2 strikes the count of the Pirates catcher.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Fouled off.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
And it's fouled away. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. Second inning coming up from PNC Park. Pittsburgh leads this one 4-0. Now at the plate is Eugenio Suarez, and they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job 1 at-bat at a time.
into the corner and slicing foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Changeup. Called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Nick Castellanos now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Wiggins has made a name for himself as a starter that simply misses the barrel of the bat. He rarely allows a large number of hits, and he does a pretty good job at keeping the ball in the ballpark when the hitters do make contact.
Yeah, Matt, and that's not an easy thing to do. I think one of the reasons is he changes speeds really well, and he throws both sides of the plate. One of the keys to missing the barrels, you have to be able to throw inside and throw outside, and he's about as good as it gets in baseball at missing barrels.
Now a flare out to left center. Here's the center fielder, but he won't get there. It falls in. To the plate now, Joe Morgan, as he'll take a look at ball 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Pulled toward right center field. Clemente is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. And that will bring in Ken Griffey Sr. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Castellanos is off of first with 2 away. Ball 1. And 2 now as that one's fouled off. Now a ball hit hard towards center. In there, a base hit. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Hey guys, that's a well-executed slider down the way right there. The batter just did an amazing job of staying inside the baseball and driving it the other way.
That brings up George Foster as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. The 0-1 on its way. Hit out towards second. He's got it. On to first, and the Reds rally comes up short here as that ends the inning. Reds strand a couple. They're down 4-0. Last half of the second set to go, and set to go is the third baseman, Tyler Wiggins. Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. 1-1. Fouled away.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Didn't miss by much there, but it's just a bit high. ball 3.
He walked a guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. So stepping in is Bart Wiggins. Here's the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1 and 2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
The count now at 2 and 2. Into the windup and the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Fouled off. And it's fouled away. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3 and 2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long...
Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
Well, as a pitcher, you never want to hit a guy, but he's been struggling early, and the hitters have owned the inside part of the plate. So maybe this will help him reclaim the inner half and start to become more effective. Has to command it in there, though.
At the plate, Christian Brumman, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. And now a slider in on the hands, and he's lucky that one didn't come and get him.
Well, he came right back in there after he hit the previous batter. I like that. If you're going to work inside, you're going to hit a few guys, but you can't let that change your game plan.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And just what they wanted offensively as the runner moves into scoring position.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate pass ball, and you can bet the catcher is kicking himself about it right now. With the runner advancing to second, the double play is off the table. Might come back to haunt him.
Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly.
That's why you love the game of baseball right there. Super hustle by the base runner, but let's focus on the backhand play right there. And the exchange to get to first. I know he beat it out, but man, he made that guy work for his knock.
Into the box now, Ivan Delgado, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he finds a way to focus on the baseball there as he has it for a big out number 2. Ready to take his hacks again, Roberto Clemente blasted a 2-run homer in his last at-bat.
He turned around that fastball and drove it out of the park in his previous at-bat, so there's got to be a good chance they mix it up right here on him and try and go off speed. Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking a pitch.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
Swings through it for strike number 2. And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Pirates strand a couple. They lead it 4-0. Digging in will be Joey Votto. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third. And the pitch. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Now the 2-0. Fouled away. Again, another foul ball. This is swung on and missed by Votto, and he's retired for the first out.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Eric Davis is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. He flied out, leading off the ball game. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but on hit right now, I'm still sitting on that heater.
Skied into very shallow right. Clemente will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning. Now at the plate here is Barry Larkin. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. First pitch of the AB on its way.
That's a ball.
And a ball, 1-0.
2-out lightning definitely applies to this offense. If this 2-hole hitter can get on, they could start something serious.
Not close. It's 2-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Murray will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Reds are down in order. They trail here 4-0. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Derek Shelton during the commercial break about the Pirates offense. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
The left fielder.
Thank you, Heidi. Christian Murray is at the plate as he looks at ball 1.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
And he fouls this one off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Into the windup and the pitch. Driven deep at the wall. It is gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and the Pirates are up 5-0 now.
Wow, nothing more demoralizing than giving up 3 home runs in the first 3 innings of a game. There's having a guy's number, and then there's absolutely owning him. This could be the latter.
Into the box, Terry Mooney. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
1 ball.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at-bat, is this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk, but if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
First offering on its way.
Nope.
Wiggins brings a ton of pop to the plate with him, particularly against right-handed pitching. Some guys don't drive the ball as well when facing a pitcher who throws from the same side that they swing the bat, but that's certainly not the case here.
Yeah, this guy just absolutely hammers right-handed pitching. You know, some guys like the ball in, coming towards them, and that's exactly what the righty-on-righty matchup presents itself. A 2-seamer in, a 4-seamer that leaks out over the plate, a hanging breaking ball. This guy seems to absolutely hammer those.
He's running. Pitch is high. The throw is in time. Another one caught by Bench.
That was great wheels against a great arm behind the plate, and the arm won that time. He's got one of the best catcher arms in all of baseball, and he showed right there why he's a guy you don't want to run on.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Now it'll be Brian Burmott. And after that quick walk, is it fair to wonder if this starter is beginning to show signs of getting tired?
Yeah, that could be the case, Matty. Sometimes you just lose your focus, lose your command, but it'll be real important for him to get it back as this next hitter walks up to the plate.
Here comes the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. Wiggins stands at first with 1 out. And he popped him up. Morgan trying to get there, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
Red skipper up out of the dugout and making that slow trek to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll beat an early retreat here this afternoon, as he could never really get into the flow of the ball game. Michael Lorenzen is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Stepping in now, Tyler Wiggins, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. And there's ball 1. Here's a look over to first. Back in standing. Fouled off. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
There goes the runner. Offered and missed. Here's the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a third out on the bases. We're back with more of Game 1 after this message and a word from our local stations. So now into the box is Johnny Bench, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field.
Berman comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
The third baseman, Eugenio.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error on the ledger for Cincinnati so far. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
Now has the designated hitter, Nick
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Here it comes, 1-0.
Hey, that's a heck of a pitch right there. Big velocity up and in for a strike, too. I mean, you saw this guy flinch at the plate. He was thinking that buzzed the tower, but then to get it popped to strike is tough.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Swing and a little blooper to center. Mooney backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Stepping in next, Joe Morgan. He flew out in his last debut.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And it's 1-1. Runner on first with 2 away. And it's fouled away.
Ball.
1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
Fouled away. Another try at 2-2. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Reds lead 1. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Mark Wiggins. Now here's the pitch.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
Behind 0-2 now. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Popped up. Votto has a play. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Christian.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Christian Brummett. First offering on its way. Into right field, that's a base hit. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound, and they are just going to ambush tactics, and it seems to work for them. Or you can look at it the other way. They're just in there.
So now to the plate, Ivan Delgado, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Brummett, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. And there he goes towards second. Pulled hard, but it's fouled down the first base side. Hit sharply on the ground. A dive, and he knocks it down. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play. Stepping up is Roberto Clemente. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. He's set. Here it comes. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 out here and a runner at second. Ball 2.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
The 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Back up the middle. A diving effort as it's off his glove. A throw to the plate, and he's out at the plate as they cut him down trying to score. 1 left for Pittsburgh as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Fouled off.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Swing, and he pops him up. Mooney into shallow left. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. So next to bat will be George Foster, grounded out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Clemente will drift over to his left a few steps as he takes it for the second out.
The first baseman, number 19, Joey.
At the plate now is Joey Votto. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Votto behind, but still dangerous even on 0-2.
Man, he's in control of all his weapons right here. One strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. Here's another 0-2. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. Strike 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Christian Murray. First pitch on its way. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Davis is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Now batting, shortstop, Terry Mooney.
Stepping in once again is Terry Mooney. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And they start him out away with a called strike. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Line towards center field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute, that fires me up right there.
To the plate now, Randy Wiggins. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Mooney, base runner at first with 1 out. Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it's a foul ball.
Ah, man, just a hair early on that one and just pulled it foul. It's going to have to find a way to refocus. Not easy to continue an AB after you just went deep foul.
Popped him up. Bench. Moving to his left. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The catcher, number 5, Brian Drummond.
So the next to bat will be Brian Drummond. First pitch on its way as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 2 out with the man at first. Popped up. Larkin is there for it. And he makes the play to end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. It's the Pirates 5 and the Reds nothing. So here is Eric Davis. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He's through first and hustling for second. And the Reds get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Now, Barry Larkin, and he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Spin and a throw back to second, and they'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Behind 0-2 now. Now a pickoff play at second, and he just manages to get his hand in. Here it comes, 0-2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. A runner at second, nobody out. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And the throw from right will not be in time as he takes third on the flyout. Next to stand in is Johnny Bench. He struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 so far. From the stretch, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
You got to love guys auto-taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike, and now you go to work, just picking apart the corners.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Clemente has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And even with 2 outs now, they won't risk running on that arm out there as he's forced to sit tight at third base. So now the Reds' cleanup hitter, Eugenio Suarez, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Now here's the first offering. 0-1.
Wow, this guy's been on top of it today, pushing the throttle and pulling it when he needs to.
And a fastball swung on, missed, and the side is retired. 1 left for Cincinnati. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Ready now is Tyler Wiggins. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Into the box now, Bart Wiggins. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses. Pulled toward right center field. Way to run it is Griffey. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
center field, number 27, Christian.
The Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Christian Brummett singled in his last at-bat. Casey will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A 1-1 count to the Pirates leadoff hitter.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fouled away. Ball and 2 strikes.